And we'll start things off with quite the sweetheart. Hello, I added you just to be nice and wish you a good day. Can't say thank you? Hey, well F you then B, learn to be polite. Ah yes, starting with the old classic Nice Guys 180. Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here and welcome to r/Nice Guys part 75. Let's get started. So, we now have a nice guy consultant who doesn't understand why girl he was into won't date him after he verbally harasses her. Yep, looking for some honest feedback. Girl I was really into said she needed space and is not being responsive. I was there for her through a lot, like a lot. I sent her messages calling her out for being selfish and a POS for basically ghosting given what I've done for her. I blew up her phone earlier with calls. I know the right thing to do is to just move on. People come and go in life, but it's really hard. Are my feelings justified? That isn't ghosting, she literally said she needed space. And now, I'm sorry, says the nice guy who verbally abused his wife so badly she left him in the middle of the night. My husband would always comment on the actions of my roommates and make comments about me cheating. Never have, never will. He would get jealous if I drank my shift drink after work or went anywhere. When I went to the drag show, I felt like he was mad I had a fun time. He would text me things like, have fun getting drunk in a sea of D's. He then tells me that I'm pissed and threw my bags in the back. I told him that he had a car behind him and I was trying to hurry. He then tells me that I called him stupid because he knows he was in a loading lane and I couldn't accept that he knows what he's doing. He mocks me, tells me I say things in ways I don't say them. I can be completely calm and he tells me I'm yelling. Most of the time, I just sit there and he argues with himself because anything I say or do is made to be argumentative. Yeah, no, you verbally and emotionally abused her. You also gaslit her, that last part, so maybe don't try and make yourself a victim when you're the abuser, shrugging emoji. I get it, I was abusing her. I'm sorry, I just wanted to be a nice guy. Not so nice now, huh? And now we have a totally sane human being over here. Replied to a video titled, Man Charged in Wife's Murder Obsessed with American Psycho Movie, says the police. Oh lord. Poor lady, rest in peace. And a nice guy replies, it's hard to feel sorry for that woman. Women choose a-holes like this, they pay the price. Real women don't date a-holes. These guys should have given hints. It's amazing, there are extremely lonely guys who became killers because of how lonely and desperately they are. Like the van driver yesterday, who if were only given a chance, they would treat you good. But instead, many women go for killers like this. You can't deny that women stay with a-holes. The Parkland shooter was a relatively lonely guy and got tons of fan mail from women simply because he killed. You tell me. There were certainly better to choose from. There are plenty of Qs. He doesn't have to have a sign stamped on his forehead for you to know or suspect he could be a killer. Many times women willingly choose these types of a-holes, so it's hard to feel sorry for them. That psycho guy must have given off cues that he could do something like that, but she could have chosen someone better. Dude, just stop commenting. Seriously, I am surprised YouTube didn't block those comments. Anyway, moving on to 4chan, Anon makes a realization. Pretty girl ends herself. I'm still single. Pretty girl would literally rather end it all than love me. How in the world did you make this about yourself? I know this is 4chan, but seriously, how? And now you expected someone to find this attractive? This guy's in Texas. Bio, I'm about the nicest guys. See, I'm there for people, and what do I get? Backstabbed for it and blocked. Sad face. Blocking is for morons that run away from facts and are fake people. Blocking is so old and childish. So blocking is an interest for you, huh? That's what it was listed under. And now found a nice guy on a post about love. Facts, bro. It's nice guys like me not wanting to be in relationships anymore. I really just want a girl who understands me mentally and emotionally, someone who's like me, someone who actually cares about me and others too. I want to be happy and in peace. Honestly, I kinda understand you want to look for someone compatible and someone who's there for you, but what I don't understand is a nice guy's mentality. Girls legit want to be treated like crap. It's the biggest phenomenon. I don't understand it, man. When I'm a piece of crap and let a girl know I don't want her, she want me. But when I try for someone I want, nah, I respect the hell out of this. Good luck, man. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. And cue intense dancing in the car. For this next one, you wouldn't have been groomed if you just paid attention to the nice guy in math class. This was on a post about a 15-year-old that got pregnant by a 20-year-old. Can we get the FBI on this case? LOL, I think it's funny all the women who put themselves in that situation now cry about it. That's what happens when you disregard your parents. Snuck out and try to do grown-ass shit with people who wasn't your age. Like you accidentally started talking to a 20-year-old like you didn't ignore the nice guy at school who was your age who had a crush on you in math class. Your actions caused it. Your lying to your parents caused it. You're not a bad girl or a badass baby mama, you're blatantly just remedial AF with no self-control. Oh my lord, this whole post is just one big yikes. Hey, if you're enjoying this, then why not hit that like button? If you want to see more, subscribe and hit that little notification bell, and comment if you have something on your mind. For this next one, someone needs to check on this guy's phone ASAP. The biggest lie women tell themselves is that they do this for themselves. It makes them feel better. I'm sure it does, but subconsciously, they do it to be attractive to men. Not all men, only to the ones they want. All other men who notice are branded creeps, pervs, or weirdos. As a man, I have been made to feel uncomfortable on hundreds of occasions because of the outfit worn by a woman. Large right breasts on display barely contained by the fabric of a dress. Splits on dresses that take the eye on a journey up a smooth leg, beyond the thigh into the bare flesh of a hip. Leggings so tight that a shapely pudendum can be admired, the sneaky thong peeking above the waistline of a tight pair of jeans, and who can forget the fixation of rock-hard nipples poking through a thin t-shirt when a sudden chill hits. It is commonly accepted that most abusers do not see themselves as such. With descriptions like those, and then you wonder why women see you as a creep. For this next one, we got some big D problems. This guy says women make him want to cut his balls off and follows up with every play from the nice guy playbook. Assuming you aren't a troll and are still young, it will happen, dude. Just chill. It happens for everyone one way or another. You are no different than the other regular guys. No, it doesn't happen to me. It's been like this my whole life. When am I gonna get laid? After all these broads are done sleeping around? After they are done effing these dudes easy and having to make me work 100 times harder for it? After being used up and ran through? Nice guys finish last, they say. How old are you? DM me if you wanna talk, bro. Seriously. Wow, willing to talk to the nice guy. Sounds like we may have found out who's really nice here. This next one's just too nice to date. How a lot stay single. Don't date either one of these types of guys. Having been raised by a single mother, I can assure you, my attitudes towards women in high school was always feminist in nature. It's also the reason I was too nice to date. So there's that. And someone replies with the Moai emoji. I can assure you it's not the being nice that prevented you from dating. Exactly. And now we have some foolproof logic, dare I say. Insulting girls after they reject you won't change their mind. Nice guys. Raging and turning red. Holy shit. For this next one, some subs are just wild. We're just a bunch of clueless nice guys trademark with kindness coins that don't seem to work in women's holes, so that the sex we're entitled to falls out, because apparently we aren't demonstrating good relationship material through the respect and courtesy that women demand. We are only, quote, pretending to be nice just to get laid. In response to r/nice guys, this sub is dedicated to exposing all the women who complain about wanting a good man after dating jerks and riding the carousel in the prime of their youth, and think they're deserving of commitment and financial stability when all they have left to offer is their depreciating looks, narcissistic mentality, used up vaginas, and other man's kids. Women in their 20s have numerous opportunities to date the decent men they claim to want, but many reject or friend zone these men for jerks and promiscuity. She takes advantage of a good dude's kindness for attention and favors, then accuses him of being a bad person who thinks he's entitled to getting laid. But when she's in her 30s with depreciating looks, jerks who won't commit, the likelihood of being a single mom, and the social pressure from her married friends, she asks, where have all the good men gone? Funny how back when she was chasing the bad boys, he was a nice guy trademark. Unworthy of dating, but now that she's past her prime and needs a bailout, she wants a man with nice guy traits. Furthermore, dating jerks and riding the carousel before settling down with a good man is deliberately planned by women and encouraged by feminists. They then come to the dating market with unreasonable standards while offering little to no value themselves. Such women are totally unaware that the mature, financially stable men they now seek are the same decent men they rejected, except these men remember the rejection and are responding in kind to avoid unstable, unappreciative women who view them more as ATMs than romantic partners. The reason women end up here is because their behavior is not exposed as the lucid, self-destructive feminist ideology that it is. And we're here to help good men guard their commitment and resources by exposing the women who would make poor life partners and mothers of their children. Providing observations and opinions on the posts here allows us to better understand women's psyche and later depressive/miserable state when they are not held to a moral standard required for healthy, functioning relationships. And rule number 1, no shaming men for any reason. But of course you can shame women all you want. Sounds like it's the whole point of that subreddit, whatever it may be. And now this is obviously the nicest guy who's ever lived. Hi, I'm Nice Guy. The way I found the cookie crumbles on here is this. Girls get bombarded, find a guy, get messed around, controlled, etc. or worse. Then come back here and unwittingly go for someone else similar. Fancy breaking that cycle so a real man can show you exactly how well you should be treated. Option A, go for a pretty boy and get hurt. Or B, pick me and I'll put you on a pedestal and show you nothing but respect while I bow down and tip my fedora to thee, m'lady. About me. Fake tans, false nails, lip fillers, eyebrow tattooing, and a phone full of filters, yet you expect us men to be nigh on supermodel quality? Come on, ladies. Play fair. Besides, real men like their women natural? Question mark, question mark? 1000% genuine. Wow, so genuine they're 10 times genuine. Family man, self-employed, drive a nice car, pro DJ, have played on FM radio and all sorts, kind, caring, considerate, respectful. I could list more but would prefer you to take a chance for one. You have 2 choices. A, get messed about, controlled, or worse, find a guy who's either a catfish or married, or B, give me a chance to prove to you there are good, kind, and non-judgmental guys out here who'd do anything for his girl. It's your choice entirely. Makes sense though, right? Right? And for this next one, man with most probably a very shitty personality blames nobody dating him on him being Indian. Here's why dating for Indian men in the US is bad. First of all, I see all the time how Indian men rank last in terms of dating pool. But what I don't understand is why this is a surprise. Women are universally known to date men in power, the socially privileged ones and ones that hold wealth and are socially looked up to. Indian men by all means rank last because the average Indian male is not 6 feet plus, doesn't have fair-skinned genes, don't have good genetics that can make them look buff, eat and cook Indian food for 3 meals a day which likely leaves a bad body odor, are poorly represented by media and society, have a cultural baggage which is foreign to American women who want a homely guy, have poor representation outside of tech and medicine, basically none when it comes to movies, TV shows, judiciary, lawmakers, and so on. So why is it a surprise when Indian men rank last in dating scene outside of India? For what it's worth, those clowns that think their sons are gonna have a better life in the US than India need to understand that Indian men in the US grow up with poor self-esteem, and it's been observed with lots of Indian American men who despise being born brown. So not sure what Indians think that when they immigrate to the US. Come on, don't put down your own culture, your own people like that. Now we have a guy on r/white knighting who decides to rant about beta males committing crimes against masculinity. Pop stars can simp. You can't. I'm pretty sure most of us on here can agree that most pop music equals simp music nowadays. Ed Sheeran, Shawn Mendes, Harry Styles together make the perfect simp trifecta. Honorable mention, John Legend. It's mind-blowing when you consider just how beta the lyrics are in this music, and how this stuff is being normalized and even promoted. It's a crime against masculinity. It is a crime, because they are lying straight to young men's faces by telling them precisely what to do to get friend-zoned by women. A crime? Seriously? You're gonna take it that far? You see these men being hailed as heroes in society with women constantly throwing themselves at them? See, the thing is, these male pop stars can afford to simp. You can't. And here's why. They have wealth and fame on their side, but you don't, assuming you're an average citizen. The wealth and fame are effectively a trump card. See, it doesn't matter how beta their lyrics are that they're complete and utter simps in real life, because that pocketbook is alpha. That status position is alpha. That's all that women see, and believe me, it's more than enough to hold their attention, or at the very least most women would be willing to overlook the beta in them to gain the money and status. Do you have these things on your side? Likely not. We know that this behavior doesn't work. As has been proven over and over again, the information is out there, so don't wonder why your ass gets friend-zoned when you treat her better like Shawn Mendes told you to do. You're not worth $40 million plus, so stop simping and learn some frame/game. For this next one, just saw this on Tinder. Ah yes, of course, nice guys have some genius ideas to attract women. Dear quote females, I'm fed up, done, finished. So why are you on Tinder again? I always hear stories about girls not being able to trust guys because they cheated, or treated them bad, or hit them. I always hear stories of girls saying they just don't want to be with guys because of past relationships. Say that you're waiting for a good guy, etc. But why the hell when you get a good great guy you ignore him? Call him your best friend or some shit like that, and when he falls for you, you give him some BS how you're not ready for a relationship. Then 2 hours later, you're effing some a-hole who clearly didn't give an F about you before. Dear females, you constantly wonder where the good guys are. They're out there. I'm just letting you know that you're the ones making us scarce. Sincerely, good guy, or rather, newfound a-hole. This next one is a supposed meme posted on women severely overestimate their fixed market value. Nice group name there, nice guys. When she finds out you're a nice guy with a good job and you don't treat women like shit, moisture meter dry as hell. I'm surprised the meter doesn't go down to 0. For this next one, guys, please don't be like this. You're not my knight in shining armor. Hey, I just looked at your past, posts. You probably don't want to talk about it, though. But I just teared up. It was a very long post you did on some predator guy. That made my blood boil when I read it, like, why couldn't I have been there to help her save you, or somebody nice? I can hear tip of the fedora at the end of that. Thanks, but I don't need a hero. Oh yeah, more r/white knighting might be coming soon, so watch out for that. And Chris P comments, how can I turn her pain into an opportunity to get my D wet? Yep, literally every path leads to the same place. Oh, nice guys. You claim to be so nice but only want one thing, that coochie. For this next one, how dare you be rude to somebody who was being nice? I'll never screenshot your nudes, never have to worry about that. And the reply, I will never send you anything, so... What a dumb. How dare you be rude to somebody who was being nice, you dumb, inconsiderate, rude attention seeker. I'd honestly beat you down like a dog if I ever got the chance to meet you. There have been so many nice guy 180s that I'm starting to get dizzy, so let's hurry these last few posts up. For this next one, I'll take fake text conversations that never happened for 1,000, please, Alex. Your new house is beyond amazing. Congrats on your business being so successful. How are you, hun? I should have dated you when I had the chance. You see how I have never messaged you once? That means you never had any shot. Furthermore, it's nice to see you literally put into words that you were a gold digger. As I aged, I grew even better looking, becoming a millionaire. Think appreciating asset. You are the opposite. A depreciating asset, losing value. Stay in your lane, Slore. Slore? What? You aren't even a cougar, more like a 3-legged alley cat with half a tail. Yeah, it's fake as hell. Just someone who thinks they're on that Sigma grind set. This next one's just terrifying. I just got a DM from a stranger calling me perfect girlfriend and then telling me how they look like the Penguin. I guess they thought it would make me suddenly be into them? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Please never ever do this. This made all the hair on my body stand up. Instant block. And then on 4chan, okay, so I think I effed up. Following small popular artist on Twitter. Over months of seeing her post start crushing on her. See, she made a post saying she is asexual. This pushes me over the edge and I decide to DM her. I make an alt account because I'm too nervous to contact her with my main account since I use it to look at adult content and my likes are all about that kind of stuff. DM her on my new account, say she's cute, mention I'm also ace and she would be the perfect girlfriend for me. Tell her I look a lot like the Penguin because she draws him a lot. It's true, I look a lot like a young Danny DeVito. I went out and bought a suit and corsage along with a black umbrella, and had a professional photo shoot done. Ask her if she wants to see a photo. Before I can send one, she blocks me. She posts this on Twitter and now everyone is making fun of me and saying I'm gross and disgusting. Even some of her more popular friends are jumping in making fun of me. I'm honestly destroyed. I really like her. I don't know what to do. I'm so sick to my stomach. I can't handle this. I'm gonna go get blackout drunk. Oh, 4chan. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Benjamin, Spoonie the Rogue, Catalan Cormendi, Bacon Cat, and a jury of jubilantly juggling Jerrys. You can join in a link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.